guys, Ewok Plays Yt today. Welcome back to the Week 2 weekly recap of our Fantasy League. So, as you can see, I beat Jason 9-1. So I beat him in 9 categories. He only beat me in 1. You can see that I have 39 runs to his 32, 8 bombs to his only 2. I had 40 RBIs. He had 25 RBIs, so you can already see that my hitters were a little bit better. Stolen bases, I didn't have as much as I had last time, but I'm okay with that. Average was a little too low for my liking, but we still pulled out in the category. 61 strikeouts to his 53. We beat him by 2 wins. Same thing with the saves. The thing that he did beat me on was the ERA. Even though he had more ERA, I had a better whip. So I don't really understand that. These are the top players, I think, for the week. I don't think you can sort it. Well, let's see who has the best average. The best average was probably Alex Bregman with a 381. Yeah. The most runs on our team was Wilson Contreras, I guess, from that 21-0 win from yeah. I guess that was from the 21-0 win against the Pirates. Home runs. Both Schwarber and Aaron Judge had 2 home runs in the span of the week. RBIs, Alex Bregman had the most. He's really doing very well for me. So, how does he have a 381 average if he's 8 for 21? That makes no sense. Whatever. And then stolen bases, Julio Rodriguez with 4. So I might try, and he has a 292. He's actually someone that's doing really well for me. When we scroll down to here, 12 innings pitched for Tyler McGill. Lowest hits was Max Scherzer with 1 hit. That's crazy. Earned run, Tyler McGill did have 6 earned runs, and Marcus Stroman has 7. I got rid of Marcus Stroman. He's no longer on the team. I'll explain that in a second. The most walks was Tyler McGill, so I guess he didn't have a very good outing, but I think he played 2 games for me. Max Scherzer had 3 walks, and then the downside is the ERA with Tyler McGill, but him putting up 11 strikeouts, better than Dylan Bundy, better than Max Scherzer, that helps out a lot. McGill, Manoah, Bundy got 2 wins in the span of this week, and Max Scherzer all got a win. Romano got 2 saves, and Hader got 4 saves. The best ERA was Josh Hader with a 0. Next up, Max Scherzer with a 1.29. That's crazy good. Same thing with Dylan Bundy. Same thing with Eovaldi. Manoah's, he's okay. He's doing good. Stroman, I got rid of with that 14.4 average, and then the whip, I don't care. So now I'm going to show you my team. So actually, let's go to recent activity. Today, 25th, yeah. So, on Tuesday, my uncle added Miles Straw from Cleveland to his team. He then dropped David Robertson, and he added David Robertson and dropped Michael Conforto because Michael Conforto's out for the season. He also dropped Jared Kelenic and picked up Connor Joe. How good is he doing? Holy crap, what? Okay. Oh my god, he's number 1? Okay, Connor Joe. It's always the great people with the 2 names. Good players always have 2 first names. This was a transaction. I added Gavin Lux and dropped Stephen Kwan because he didn't really do well after I picked him up. I also picked up Eduardo Rodriguez. No, I did that later. My uncle dropped Eduardo Rodriguez and picked up Owen Miller who's I know he's doing really well. Wow, he's actually doing pretty good. I dropped Marcus Stroman in preparation for the trade that I did. I'll get to that in a second. My uncle dropped Owen Miller for some reason and then picked up Travis Darnone. I want to see his team if he has 2 catchers. That might be an actual good idea for me. And then I added Eduardo Rodriguez for the dropped Marcus Stroman. And I also added Carlos Carrasco. Just because I needed more pitching. The 2, and Alex Cobb is on the IL, which sucks. But I did have a big trade here. All right, so I traded for Trey Turner, who is right now not doing too hot. Only has a 279 with 1 home run and 3 stolen bases. But he's been heating up a little bit. I did trade Mike Trout because I have a feeling that he's going to get hurt again, even though he's been gripping and ripping. Maybe that was a dumb decision. I'm kind of regretting it now, but hopefully Trey Turner is good in the long run. I also traded Jordan Romano to him because he needed closer. So I actually think Garrett might have won this trade, which sucks for me, but whatever. Kevin added Marcus Stroman. Yeah, good luck with that, Kevin. He then added Bruce Zimmerman and dropped Patrick Corbin. How's Bruce Zimmerman doing? 37. He's not doing 1.20 ERA, 16 strikeouts. The transaction was processed. He dropped Yohan Moncada, who's on the IL. And then I added George Lopez. I don't know. Is it George or Jorge? I think it's George. George Lopez to be my second closer. That Jordan Romano is not there anymore. I also traded Julio Rodriguez to likely to trade. So that was my week. My team right now consists of Wilson Contreras, Ryan Mountcastle, who's been heating up, Enrique Hernandez, who just gets on base. Okay, he has a 180 average. Okay. Maybe I have to figure out some stuff. Hopefully Jonathan India comes back. I thought he was doing really well. Alright, whatever. Alex Bregman, who's doing really well. Trey Turner, who I just traded for. Corey Seager. This third base, shortstop, third base. That group right there. And so basically, all these people are pretty good. Except for Hernandez. And I think India can slide in there once he's off the IL. Brian Hayes, he's been doing really well too. He has a 327 average and he has stolen bases, which helps. And the reason why I traded Judge was because I have enough outfielders to where I don't need another one. So Aaron Judge, Starling, Marte, Schwarber, Judge, they're going to get you the bombs. Marte is going to get you the stolen bases and the hits. Chris Taylor, who's had a 267 average, but he's had a lot of hits. And then Gavin Lux, I also added, who was hot at first, but now is getting cold. So I'm not sure where he's going to land next week, especially with Jonathan India coming back. And then Eduardo Escobar, he's just playing really well for me, even though he's going on a cold streak, but hopefully he can come back. Bench, Luis Robert is day-to-day with a groin injury, I think. Yeah. So I'm very concerned about him. Julio Rodriguez gets an off day. He's going to be back in the lineup for Gavin Lux next week. And then pitchers, Max Scherzer, ace. I'm thinking about getting another pitcher, but I'm not sure. Josh Hader, #1 closer. Eovaldi, Manoah, Bundy. They'll get you the McGill, Rodriguez, Carrasco. They're all going to get you strikeouts. And I'm not worried about the ERA too much, but I'm going to have to figure out where. And then Jorge Lopez. I'm going to call him Jorge. It's better. And Jorge Lopez for the saves as well as Hater. But when Cobb, Snell, and Clevenger all come back, I'm going to have to... I don't know. Is it better to keep one of them and then transition them? Or is it better to have 3 bench spots? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Power rankings. Before we get into power rankings, I'm just gonna show you the standings. Right now, I am in the lead in my division, with Garrett taking close behind. Seeing it now, I'm probably gonna be the 1 seed in my division because my division is very weak. I'd say the best player is probably Garrett. Yeah. So I'm 14-5 and 1 tie, which is pretty good. But Kai is doing better with 14-4 and 2 ties. Also, that's a very tough. Oh my God, that's a tough division to be in. Right now, I'm ranked 2 out of 10. Kevin, remember Kevin saying that he's gonna have a great week against Kai, and Kyle drop a little? That's this week. He's losing. Holy crap. Poor Kevin, man. He lost 2-7-1. Yeah. So, power rankings. I have Kai at number 1. I think that he's just gonna be there for the rest of the year, unless one of his players gets hurt, or he has a bad outing. Or, when do I play Kai, actually? There we go. May 16th through the 22nd. Whoever wins this is going to be the new first seed. That's just how it is. Then I am at number 2, so nothing really changed there from last week. Ryan at 3, Kevin at 4. So the first 4 are pretty much the same. I actually might drop Kevin a little next week if he continues to struggle. But I think he just has a really good team and has played really hard opponents. At 5, I have Evan Balt Julio. He had a good win against Garrett, who I didn't really think is anything great. Garrett, I had at 6. Just because he had that good week against Patrick last week. At 7, I have Jason, even though he lost. At 8, we have Noah, who barely squeaked out a victory against Patrick. And then at 9, I have my uncle, who I actually think I'm going to move up some. I think he's at number 7. And then Jason's at 8. Whatever, we'll keep it there now, but next week I'll change it. And then finally at the 10th spot, Patrick, who only has 4 wins, which is frustrating for him, I can say. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any suggestions on what I should do with my team, go ahead. I did want to see if he has 2 catchers. No, that's why you got the catcher. So I think I'm just gonna keep 1 catcher for now, until someone gets hurt. And I think I'm gonna try to shop around Hernandez and Julio Rodriguez for a second baseman, possibly. Because if I get a good second baseman, or India, I'm even good with trading India. So India, Rodriguez, and Hernandez for a good second baseman, and I'll be okay. I could even trade for a shortstop, move Turner to second, and then get a shortstop. I have endless possibilities because look how many positions all these people play. I say the one position that I'm weak on is third base, or a catcher. Oh, well, I'm not really weak on anything now that I'm looking at it. Just middle infield, I guess. No, I'm not. I'm not weak on anything, which is great. So guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.